Good morning, everybody. It's time for morning manna, and this morning is all about tapped out. Tapped out. Have you ever been to a point in life in which you're tapped out? You know, the mixed martial arts, the octagon fighting, where they're going at it, and in those 3 rounds, and before they can get to the third round, the guy taps out or the woman taps out, says, I can't take any more. You ever been to that place before? Well, this is the preview of the message for this coming Sunday. For this Sunday, it's 2 days from Sunday, so I got a word for you, and it is tapped out. The text to talk, the takeaway, 5 minutes or less, but let's greet some people this morning. Good morning, Angela. How are you on this morning? Brenda, how are you on this morning? Pamela, how are you on this morning? Brother Pope, how are you on this morning? Angela, how are you? Elder Mobley, how are you on this morning? Lena, how are you on this morning? Valerie, how are you on this morning? Vicky, how are you? Brother Nesbitt, how you doing on this morning? Erica, how are you on this morning? How is everybody doing on this morning? Wayne, how are you on this morning? Hope everybody is well. LaFawn, how are you doing this morning? Dawn, how are you guys on this morning? Have you ever got to a point where you say, you know what? I'm tapped out. I can't take any more. I'm at the end of myself. You know what they say when you are at the man's extremities, you are at God opportunities. And that's what it seems like sometimes. And that's what we're going to be talking about on this morning. What a wonderful morning it is. I'm outdoors, decide to, you know what, do something a little different. How about that? Let me greet some more people and then let's get into the word on this morning. Good morning, Vaughn. How are you on this morning? Liz, how are you on this morning? CC, how are you on this morning? Elder Jan, how are you? Linda, how are you? Verena, how are you guys on this morning? Remember now, tapped out, tapped out. What does it mean when you says, I cannot take anything else? I can't take anything else. 2 days from Sunday, giving you kind of an overview so you can get ready for the word on this Sunday. Always going to be a word in the house at New Life. You already know. You already know. Tapped out. Here it is. Here is the text, the talk, the takeaway. Now, you already know the text. You've heard it before many times. Let's hear it again through the lens of tapped out. 2 Corinthians 12, 9 through 10. 2 Corinthians 12, 9 through 10. I'm just going to read a portion of it. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. Here it is. Here's the revelation. For when I am weak, he makes me strong. What a revolutionary thing to say. How many of us want to be at a point where I'm actually celebrating the end of myself? How many of you want to get to that point? No, we do everything we can to prevent getting to a space and time in our walk where I simply say, I can't take any more. We keep pushing the goalposts further and further. But Paul said, I'm pulling it to myself because I'm tapped out. And what do I do when I'm tapped out? 3 things I want you to remember. Maxed out ain't tapped out. That's the first thing I want you to grab. To be maxed out is not to be tapped out. When you hit your limit, don't tap out. Tap into God's grace. Your weakness is the starting point of the strength that is about to come. Maxed out ain't tapped out. Here's the second thing I want you to grab. Flex your surrender. Flex the surrender. True power isn't in how hard you hustle, but how honest you are about your need for God. Admit when you're weak. I know it's not a human trait that we like to tap into, but admit, I can't do it. I can't take any more. Flex Flex your surrender. Flex your weakness. Maxed out is not tapped out. Here's the third thing I want you to grab a hold of. Limitless through the limit. What do I mean by that? Your limit isn't a dead end. It's a doorway. The limitlessness of you starts at your limit. It's not a dead end. It's a doorway. It's a doorway into the power of God that he has for you. So if you're at capacity, you're at a good place. You're at the end of yourself, it's the beginning of God moving in your life. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this, and I need you to share this, man, and don't keep it to yourself now. Don't be greedy. Know this. The capacity that I reach is the commencement of when Jesus is going to step in. The capacity that I reach is the commencement of Jesus' strength to step in. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you Monday morning with more Morning Manna. Don't forget, this was just a trailer of what God has for you this Sunday. God bless you. Bye now.